Hey, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to my Thursday Q&A. I try to do these every Thursday. I haven't been very successful in that lately because I've been working so much and had so much going on. But yeah, check the description for like a quick rundown of how these things work, because I have a very specific way that I do the Q&As, and I like to keep it that way because it makes everything so much more seamless. So let's get started here. Our first question is a little long, and it's more of a comment than a question, but I thought it was really important and really cool. So Scatter Sunshine says, I love that, or Scatter Vanshine, rather. I love that name, by the way. I guess I'm in the minority of mystery seekers, a female over 60. Looking forward to next year when I get to start. I have my van and I'm setting it up now. My experience in life is to try to only buy what you need and be willing to give it away. Because you won't get anywhere close to what you paid for it. That is so true. So my way of thinking is that it's all disposable. That way, if you're robbed or lose everything in a fire accident, you will still be okay. That's a really cool way of saying, like, you're not attached to physical possessions. Like, they're just temporary. Yeah, that's cool. Even in the van dweller world, I see a lot of looking forward to the next rig, the next drone, the next camera, etc. Goals are good. However, being happy with what you have and where you are in life is priceless. Absolutely. I watched your channel because I like a lot of your philosophy and insights. Hope you can continue on because you are helping people. I appreciate that. Yeah, I totally hear you on that. For me, it's like I'm in the spot right now where it's a weird balance of being totally grateful for everything that I have and everything that's happening right now, and also working towards improving everything I have in the future. Like the camera thing, I want to get this Canon 70D because it would literally make my job with YouTube so much easier, and it would make my videos better. It would save so much time. It's ridiculous. And the same thing with the next fan. It would save time. Like, to get to anything in here, you have to move something else, and it's not easy to access anything, so it takes extra time to do everything. And it's just like a lack of convenience. But I am so grateful that I'm able to live on the road and live my dream and do the things I want to do, and it's just like amazing at the same time. So I try to stay more in that in the gratitude mode than the pushing to create something different mode, because that's where the uncomfortable emotions like anxiety and disappointment and stuff come from when you're not in the moment and in the gratitude. But yeah, no, I totally hear what you're saying, and I really appreciate it. Mick Rocket says, really enjoy your videos. You're talking about meeting people on the road through your YouTube channel. I'm saying this to be helpful, but how the heck do you know that people you are meeting are not psychos ready to rob, rape, or kill you? It only takes one psycho to ruin your life. I have learned that it is best never to trust anyone more than you absolutely have to. Peace. I don't know what you mean by not learning to, or by never trusting anyone more than you absolutely have to. But as far as the rest, it's a reality that there are absolutely insane, crazy people out there that hurt other people and kill other people and do all these other horrible things. That is definitely reality. And I've seen some pretty weird comments on this channel. Not very many, but I've seen a few really weird ones. They're like, whoa, this person has got some things to work on, man. I haven't really met up with that many people, partly because I want to get to know them first, because I am very aware that this could possibly, probably not, but it's possible, and the consequences of it actually happening are so great that I need to keep in mind that it is a possibility, and I need to be aware of it. I don't think that being paranoid about it is like a thing I should be, but being aware of it and really like kind of getting to know people a little bit before I meet them and vibe them out and figure out what they're about, but also being aware that there's a chance that they're just acting, and they're just acting like they're a well-intentioned, cool person, and they're actually malicious and out to hurt me for some reason. So yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. I don't know. I'm really a loner, and socializing with people takes a lot of energy. It's not natural to me, and I have to work to interact with people directly, one-on-one. It takes an effort for me. It's just not something easy, so it takes energy, and it's kind of stressful, and it's kind of hard, so I don't really meet up with that many people anyway, because it's just hard for me for whatever reason. Yeah, I do keep this in mind. It is a real thing, and I'm definitely careful about it. So yeah, Scott Robertson Robertson says, what phone service do you get unlimited data? Verizon. No, Sprint. I don't know why I said Verizon. Sprint. Yeah, I had a plan with them like 4 or 5 years ago, and every time I'm up for a renewal, I just say, hey, if you guys will continue my unlimited data plan, I'll stick with you, because they don't even offer it anymore. But I'm like, hey, if you give me the same plan I had with the completely unlimited data, I'll stick with you guys. Otherwise, I'm going somewhere else. And they just keep giving it to me, so it works out that way. Travis Atkins, are you quitting YouTube? Absolutely not. No. I'm actually starting a second channel. I've been kind of on the fence about the trying to figure out what I really want to do with trying to mix the van stuff and the living off the grid and the physical manifestation of living free, and then the talking about the freeing your mind and freeing your heart and your soul, and like the psychology, philosophy, spirituality, all that stuff. And I can only really touch on the being part, the psychology, philosophy, spirituality, all that. And I feel like I've been limited in that I can only really touch on that stuff briefly, and I really want to like express myself and get this stuff out and find my tribe of people who's interested in that kind of stuff, like-minded people to talk about this kind of stuff with, because it's one thing that I'm super, super passionate. That's who I am. That's what I'm about. You know, I want to express it. I want to share it with people and find like-minded people to talk about it with. So I'm starting a separate channel for that, and this channel is going to become very much focused on the physical, the van dwelling, the living off grid. I'm going to cover RV. I'm going to cover living in cars, trailers, maybe even backpacking, sailboats, stuff like that. Any non-conventional lifestyles that allow you to live free and not be tied down to a place and not have to work a job 9 to 5, so you can spend a couple hours at home every night pretty much just sleeping and cleaning and taking care of the place. Like you're going to work to earn the money to have this place that you don't spend any time being in. Like, what is the point to this? The conventional way of life doesn't make any sense to me at all. So this channel is going to be focusing on that, and the other channel is going to be focusing on the mind and the heart and the soul and all that stuff. So that's the way I'm going to do it, so that I can laser focus on one subject, and especially with this channel, like rise to the top of my niche. Also working on the website really hardcore right now, starting a forum with that. So this channel is expanding as far as the van dwelling stuff, and the other channel is going to be much more expanded on the philosophy, psychology, insights, whatever, that kind of stuff. Questioning the government, questioning society norms, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, not quitting YouTube. Definitely not. I love it. I love it. Crabble says, I'm looking to travel the United States and live on a motorcycle in the next summer. Do you have any tips for travel or food ideas on motorcycle? I know you have limited space, so I'm taking a hammock with a rain guard instead of a tent, laptop, GoPro, DSLR, GoPro, etc., and a few other bits and bobs. I started on a motorcycle, actually. It was a 2003 R6, which is a terrible motorcycle to ride cross-country with. If you have a Goldwing or something, it would be a lot better. But still, finding a place... Oh, my back. Gotta crack my back. Finding a place to sleep every night that's comfortable, safe, and quiet was really freaking hard sometimes. And knowing that everything I own is on this motorcycle, in my tank bag, in my saddlebags, and the bag on the back, and anybody could just walk up and walk off with everything I own, or come up with a pickup truck and throw my whole bike in the back of it. It would only take 2 or 3 guys to lift it up and put it in the back. That freaked me out, and I had a hard time with that. Also, the food situation, it was hard because you could only carry a little bit of food, and you couldn't carry anything that needed to be refrigerated. And I went in summer too. It was July, and I went down through Death Valley. That was a crazy situation. I'll talk about that another time. But yeah, I ended up meeting a few people in a van, and I decided, you know what, this motorcycle thing is not for me. I love riding. I absolutely love it, but doing it full time, trying to travel and figure out all these different things was just not happening for me. I needed a good quality night's sleep every night. I needed to feel a certain amount of safety so that I could feel totally free and not anxious all the time. So that was my experience. How that pertains to you, I don't know. My advice would be to go out for like 2 weeks or go out for a week or whatever, and try it for yourself and see what you need, see if it's really going to work for you and all that. It's definitely a personal thing you're going to have to experience for yourself and find your own. I just want to share my experience with it real quick. Let's see here. Reese Burns says, me and a friend have been interested in this lifestyle for ages, and we've been playing with the idea of converting a van and living like this once we finish school and college. What do you think? Do you think we should do it? We should do it together, as in buy a bigger van and convert it for the two of us, or would it be better if we buy our own separate vans? I don't know. I met a couple. Well, did I meet them? I don't know. I think I just heard about a couple. No, I met the guy, and the man and the woman both have their own van, and they traveled together so that they only have their own space. That's weird to me, because I like being close with, I'd like to be close with my woman anyway. But it really depends on your guys' relationship, your individual personalities. It depends on so many things that I don't know, I can't foresee. You can only answer yourself. Can you guys sleep in the same room for a month straight? Like a tiny little room? Can you stay in the same house together and never leave the house? Like, it's going to be hard to find separate time. I mean, sure, one person could stay at the van, another one could go on a walk or go do something. You guys could split up and do your own things. That's a tough one, dude. I don't know how you figure that out. If it was me, I'm like super introverted. I need my alone time. I couldn't do it. No way. With a woman? Yeah, with my woman anyway. Yeah, definitely I could. But with another dude, no way. No way. I've got friends I really love, man, and they're awesome, but I would not want to live with them 24/7 in a teeny tiny cramped little space. That sounds like hell to me. But maybe you guys are both extroverted, and maybe you guys get along so well, and you've known each other for ages, and you have no problem with any of that. I don't know. That's something you're gonna have to ask yourselves. Bill Curtis, I use my van's AC and run my engine almost 16 hours a day. What are your thoughts? I'm in Florida, and hot and humid is not my friend. Hot and humid is not my friend either. I hate hot and humid. Two things come to mind on this that I've heard that I'm not an expert on. I don't know for certain, but it seems to be the consensus. One is that running your engine when you're inside the van, it's possible you have an exhaust leak, or that somehow the exhaust, even from your tailpipe, comes into your van and you fall asleep and never wake up. That's a real possibility, apparently. So I don't do it. The other thing that could be really harmful is your engine needs to fire at certain RPMs to clear out all the carbon deposits. They're putting all kinds of crap in our gasoline now, and it's causing really bad deposits on our engines, especially in our heads and stuff, and on the valves. And when you're just idling, all that stuff is just building up, and it's not actually burning off. And there might be some other reasons. Maybe some real mechanics can chime in on this, but there might be some other reasons why idling your engine, gasoline engine, diesels are different from what I'm aware of. There might be other reasons why idling your engine for that long is also hard for your engine, but that's what I'm aware of. So those are two things you should probably look into. You haven't died yet, and your engine hasn't stopped running yet, so I don't know. Those are two things I would definitely look into, though. Let's see here. Bill Curtis. Oh, nope, that was you. D says, how is your shower working? I haven't used it yet. I've been using Planet Fitness and camping showers just because I've been in the city. And when I was camping, they actually had showers there. That worked pretty well. Z West, where did you get your fold-up mattress? I would love to have one to save space in my Astrovan. Amazon. Check my website, intothemystery13.com/shop. There is a link to it on there. And I highly recommend this mattress. When I go to Australia, I'm going to have one shipped over there. I don't care how much it costs. It's the most comfortable bed I have ever slept on. And I will never have another mattress. I even thought about like buying a few of them in case this one ever wears out or something, and just like store them somewhere. Just so I have like my perfect mattress for the rest of my life, because it's so amazing. Ryan Blake, do you like South Park? Who's your favorite character? I never really could get into South Park for some reason. I don't know why. I couldn't do it. I like Family Guy, though. I think his name's Roger, the alien. He cracks me up. I love him. Paul Mistirovich, did you go to college? Yes, I did for a while. It's not for me. I don't learn the same way that college does. I learn by obsessing about something and getting like super into it, and just like that's the only thing that exists, and I'm just like filling my mind with information and learning at a rapid pace. And you can't do that in college. You have to go at their pace, and you have to learn things that don't even pertain to your major. Like I was switching between psychology, philosophy, and music constantly. And why did I have to learn this math that I'm never going to use my whole life? And I ended up taking the class like 3 or 4 times because I just could not force myself to do the homework. And the same thing with the second language thing. I'm never gonna use this. What is the point of investing all of this energy into something I'm not passionate about? So if I'm not like totally passionate about something, I can't force myself to do it. I don't know. That's just me. So college just isn't for me. Plus all the money. Like you get out of college with a fresh music degree or philosophy degree or psychology degree. How the hell are you gonna pay off $100,000 in debt with that? You know what I mean? So it just didn't make sense any way that I looked at it. Plus they're training you to be an obedient worker, not a free thinking entrepreneur that finds their own path and goes out and creates their own solutions and creates systems themselves. That's what I'm into, not the following directions and doing as you're told or remembering things that other people told you are true without questioning them. It doesn't fit me. It's not who I am. Little Blue Bus Adventures. Glad you made your trip on time. Me too. Just in time too. Hope you have a blast at the haunted house job. I am working my ass off. Where are you off to after it's over? South. Somewhere cooler. Got friends in North and South Carolina and Georgia I'd like to visit. And then I don't think I'm going to head to SoCal. I've never been to Southern California, and I want to check it out. And I think my girlfriend might be with me at the time, and she's got a brother in LA that she wants to see. And I think it would be cool for her to be able to see him and me to meet him and me to check out LA. It doesn't sound like a place I'd like very much. Venice Beach kind of does. But I want to see it for myself and make up my own mind. Fantastic Freedom says, hey there, really enjoying your videos. Okay, so now we have our own channel. Yay, my son and I are building our own minivan into a camper and taking our maiden voyage in the middle of October. Hey, that's now. So please follow our adventures by subscribing and just know that all the advice you can give us is welcome. You're such an you've been an inspiration. Thank you for that. So you guys heard it first. Check out the new van dwelling channel, Fantastic Freedom. There's a link in my last Q&A video. You can see his comment there if you can't find his channel by searching for it. That's awesome, man. Yeah, I'll check you guys out and subscribe. That's rad. Eva Scott says, now that you have been with your swivel seat for a bit, would you do anything differently? I found your video about it very helpful and plan to buy the same part to put a swivel in my van build. No, I love this thing. I absolutely love it. I don't use it much lately because I'm either working or trying to recover because it's such demanding physical work. But when I do get to use it, I absolutely love it. Yeah, no regrets on that. Thanks for watching, guys. Love yourself. Woo!